Wes, this might have been Brad's best stat line of the season. What was working for him offensively?
Well, I think there was a level of aggression, but it was extremely efficient. He wasn't, pressing or hunting shots. I think just let it come to him naturally, took advantage of what the defense gave him, but still played with a level of assertiveness, that we needed. 13 of 15 from the field, 4 of 6 from 3. So just very efficient night across the board. Made plays, 6 or 7 assists, 7 rebounds or vice versa, but pretty much a complete game.
What'd you like about the defensive effort? Because obviously the shooting numbers suggest you guys defended pretty well.
Yeah. I think in spurts, it was really good. I thought, there were times where whether it was turnovers, this, that, or the other, we gave them a little life. They went on a run, but we were able to counter. And we had those stretches and lulls where good process, didn't make shots. We didn't let it deflate us. So I thought it was great, to see a little bit more resilience, mental resilience in those areas and continue to try to play, the same way. But I thought we were able to get stops, when we needed them, mixing in a little bit of zone. Thought we did a better job of our one-on-one containment, personnel discipline. But, the one piece, the rebounding, and it's a strength, obviously, of Wiseman. But, collectively, 19 offensive rebounds for 19 second chance points. It's an area that we got to shore up. You can defend as well as you want, but if you're giving them second chance points, sometimes it's tough to overcome.
Hey, Coach. I think for me, it's only one thing to ask you tonight. Johnny Davis, 11 points, 5 for 11, got downhill, attacked, was aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
In the past, when he would have missed a shot, he would have kind of been deterred. Still was aggressive. Coach Mike Williams always says, make those aggressive mistakes.
Yeah.
Just what did you see from his night tonight?
I thought he was great. He was, to your point, he was aggressive, and he didn't look like out of place. I think early in the year at times he was a little tentative. He fit right in, got right in there, and we were able to run stuff through him. He played downhill. He didn't turn shots down, which is a great sign. I think just the level of comfortability that he showed tonight is a big step. Make or miss. I like his process. I like how he played. His demeanor on the floor. He was engaged and locked in defensively. So I think there's a lot of growth there.
One more thing. A lot of guys were in double figures tonight. I asked you that before, though, but what does that say about the team when you have guys with big numbers in double figures on a night like this?
Well, it's a game that we needed to win. And, however you get it, I think it's important that we come away with it. But, I thought in general we played with a level of purpose. And especially in that first half, the ball was moving and guys were moving. And some of that was, I think, the way they were guarding us. They made some adjustments at the half, and we got a little stagnant at times. But we keep playing for each other. And I think that's a big piece. And most nights we do it. We just have to continue to play with the level of consistency that we need.
Brad, statistically, this was one of your best games of the season, maybe your best. What do you think was working for you out there?
I'll first praise my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Just being aggressive. I always credit my teammates for moving, setting screens, and just being active. And the ball was moving around. We were just playing for each other. And I think the biggest thing is defensively. We were engaged, locked in, and I know it's last 14. When I first to make a push, it starts with me. So I just make sure I try to set the tone on either end of the floor and get guys shots, get us going as best as we can. Yeah.
What did you make of Johnny's night?
Awesome. Super happy for him. And I gave credit to Mike Williams earlier in the G League, because to be able to instill that in him, his development of guys over the last, few years, even Goodwin, Q, Johnny, it's evident, that it works, the system works. I'm super happy for him, because whenever you can get confidence and come back and showcase him with the opportunity you're given, it's no better feeling than that, So he's on cloud nine, and we all are. We're happy for him, but still got to keep pushing to be better.
Where have you seen that development with them specifically?
It's really just a mentality thing, just looking more comfortable, just going out, being aggressive. If you miss shots, who gives a damn? Keep playing. He always plays hard defensively. That's what he does. And offensively, we just, the game will continue to slow down for you. The more he plays, the more he's able to play through mistakes, and learn. So the sky's the limit for him. I'm happy that he's able to, get his feet wet and constantly get better, for sure.
Brian, what have you learned over the years about encouraging a young player like Johnny, especially one who's done most of his work in G League this year, and being in his ear too much? Like, how much?
Yeah, it's a good balance for sure, because oftentimes you catch a lot of people want to have hands-on on a young guy, and they want, try to show him this, that, and the third, and it can be overwhelming at times. So, you try to find that little niche, that little balance, and I was probably, Denny's a good example, when Denny first came in, he had Russ, he had Scotty kind of barking at him all the time, and eventually it gets to a point where, he looks himself in the mirror and sees what he can be better at and how he can develop his game versus, more or less people kind of push you in that direction, and that's what Johnny's able to do, and that's how it is over the years. Once you come into the league, it's, yes, the coaching and the system will kind of try to mold you, but at the end of the day, it's your career, it's you, so you got to continue to work on your game and kind of see where you see yourself in this league. And kind of have a selfish mindset towards that, because, like, taking care of your body, everything, when it comes to your game, what aspects of it are you improving on and getting better at to say this is who I am? So.
What do you think about Brad's performance tonight?
Oh, he was excellent tonight. He played at a super high level, covered up all of our misses because of the efficiency that he had.
KB, being a half game out from the play-in, what do you think this team needs to, come down the stretch, do the hump?
Good question. Win some games that we're not supposed to win. I think we need to compete in every game that we're in. We've dropped some games that we're supposed to win, so now we need to win some games that we're supposed to win and that we're also not supposed to win. So we have to put it together. We have to figure out a way. We want to be in the playoffs. We're way too good to not be in the playoffs, in our opinion. It's just been a tough season for us. But now with a win, everything feels a bit more lighter. So hopefully we can build on top of this win.
What do you think about the impact Johnny can make as a guard who can rebound?
Yeah, definitely. That's one of the things he can do. He is a bit more athletic than I think he looks sometimes, and that he also feels. I think he's only like unlocking himself slowly. I think he's very early for him, very early. I really believe that he can unlock like some parts of his game that we haven't seen yet, but that I have seen in his like college highlights and from years before. So only a matter of time of him building. And one more thing that I love that he does is those like not chase down blocks, but like blocks from behind. He does that really well, and I like that about him. And he's not the biggest guard, but he goes hard for those kind of blocks and those kind of defensive plays, and that's big time.